You're just asking for a bill that's more expensive than a Michelin star restaurant every. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi Dolce. Hi Malley. Hi Leche. Leche.
Racha.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Good job. Alright, we're gonna talk about 6 things to expect when getting more cats or adding more to your family. Hissing and fighting and swatting from the original cat. You?
Leche.
Leche, aka this girl right here.
Leche.
Leche. See? Look at her eyes. She's a killer. She's a killer.
How was Leche when we first introduced cats?
Timid, right?
So Leche would hiss.
Yeah. She would hiss at O'Malley and then Dolce here.
Right.
They were really small. Right? They were like that big, like half the size each of them. And then Leche was still like at least that big. And then they would, since they're bonded, they were way comfortable with each other. And then the moment that they would crowd her or go over to her, she would just immediately start hissing or get weirded out or start getting scared.
I think Leche was like 6 months too when we first introduced them.
And still not spayed, right?
Yeah,
At that point.
Leche was not spayed. Yeah, Leche was already kind of temperamental by herself.
Right. Yeah.
So
When we had her, we had one litter box in the corner, which was still big enough for an adult. We would get one tub, so that like 5-gallon tub of litter. And then after the litter, we needed to get food.
Yeah.
We got kibble first? No, we were first feeding them chicken breast, leche, chicken breast, fish, salmon.
Yeah.
We would cook it and then give it to her. But then once we got 2 more, you're just asking for a bill that's more expensive than a Michelin star restaurant every week. So that's not possible. So you're gonna want to get kibble, or just wet food in general. People talk crap about Tiki Pets, but it's honestly probably one of the better ones. Well, unless you want to go
like raw food. You're talking
about
raw
fresh
food.
Yeah, like fresh live food.
Fresh live food? From
the farms.
No, there's like a hierarchy of food, and there's the people who feed their cats raw food and put duck feet and chicken livers and hearts and stuff, and that's amazing. Like if I had the time to go look for where that stuff is, I think that would be really cool for the cats. But I think one time I even fed them an egg. Like I fed Leche an egg and she would not eat it.
Right.
So
if you guys want to do the eggs, then you might have to kind of wean them into it, or if they're just not into eggs, they might not be into eggs in general, like the yolk and the like sliminess.
Right, like a raw egg. She was not having it.
They would eat cooked ones though, salted.
Yeah, like the quail eggs. Yeah. But I mean, Tiki Pets, the reason why we went with Tiki Pets for their wet food is that they have the most like meat and protein. So given that, you know, the cats are carnivores, they should be eating a lot of protein. And compared to a lot of the other brands that you can get, I think Tiki Pets is the best one, honestly. What was it like when we first had only Leche with the toys? David?
It was okay. She didn't play too much. Not as much as now. I think she got better after she got spayed. That's one thing to expect. But then since they've been added, the toys, they tend to not be able to share as much if one of them wants to take it away from the others. That's something that you gotta realize, and maybe get some separate toys for each one of them. If you notice that one of them has a specific toy, like O'Malley here likes this fish, then maybe you get that fish for her, and then you just get separate toys for the other kitty so that she's comfortable enough to just have that toy for herself.
Leche also really loves balls.
Yeah, balls.
She fetched a lot.
When we left off, we were just talking about some of the costs in food and litter and how it grows after you get 2, 3, 1 more kitten even. Now we're gonna talk about cat trees, cat towers, stuff that they can soften their claws on. The trees, if you can, if you're getting another cat or 2, just spend some money and get a bigger tree. Bigger and in quality. We got something that was a little bit cheaper, so cheaper for us for a 76 or 72 inch, which is basically a little bit taller than the average guy, just a tiny bit more. It's very flimsy, and it was like $180, $200, right?
No, it was $100.
Okay, so that's why it was $100, and then we got a tree that was supposed to be as tall as us and supposed to hold like a 15 to 20 pound fat cat. It's already breaking down, so if you can, just go ahead and get a little bit more expensive one. If you have to wait and save up, then just save up. It's okay if they're a little bit miserable for a little, just the beginning. It's gonna be worth it if you get a bigger tower that's more sturdy, so they can run around with any momentum. That's it for that. I think past that, we were gonna talk about peeing and fleas, but that's basically that's all it is. Peeing is like them being a little bit stressed in their environment, so you just want to make it as comfortable as possible, just like the trees would do, just like any of those posts would do, the towers would do. The fleas we did get, so Leche was our first one, and then it was O'Malley and Dolce that came in second. And we believe that they had fleas when they were coming in. It also does have to do with outside your house. Most places will have ticks and fleas outside in the lawns, but that's it's not something that's as much as people think. It's not as easily as brought in by cats if they're outdoor cats. As long as they have a collar, they'll pretty much jump off, or even if they smell the collar, they'll jump off immediately. So they don't really track that back into the house. But yeah, make sure you guys check for the fleas so that your previous cat, like Leche, doesn't start scratching like crazy. Look at her. And I think that's it. We covered all of it. Oh, real quick, back to the peeing. If they're really stressed out and you see that they're gonna I don't know, they're hanging around you a little bit more, the one that's stressed, just be wary, because they will pee on your bed. Dolce here peed on our mattress and our blanket 4 times, 3 times, 4 times, and then it was like within a day or within 2 days, like she would do it again, and then we would have to wash it again, and then she would do it again immediately because she smelled that it was clean or dirty, and in their eyes it's dirty, so they're trying to pee on it. But yeah, just be wary of that too. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the cats play while we let you know what's important and what to think about before if you're thinking about getting another cat, or what to expect if you are getting a cat or 2 in addition to your old one. And I think that's it. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I think with Dolce, it was more like she had peed that first time probably because she was scared and she was nervous. And with cats, sometimes even if you wash it, if you don't wash it well, they can still smell the scent of their urine. And and they consider that to be a place wherein it's okay for them to pee. She actually stopped peeing though when she was able to get up high on the cat tree. I think that's how she built up her confidence, honestly.
So yeah, so you see, it's fairly important that you get a tall cat tree if you're expecting to get another cat.
Or shelves too.
Shelves would work. If you have some drills and you have some nails, you have a stud finder, go ahead and use those and put some shelves up so they can climb around. The slippery shelves, you gotta be careful. If you have shelves like that, just put some sort of grip on there. I noticed that our cats start to slide if they jump too fast onto our shelves. If you have a higher shelf and they have that type of momentum, then they'll definitely just fall off and they'll break a leg or dislocate a little paw or something, you know. And then you'll have to take them to the vet.
I think we really had to get wide ones too because we didn't really anticipate like how big Leche would get. Just get appropriate size shelves, get an appropriate size cat tree. Cats grow and they get bigger and it's not fun for them if they can't even fit. Yeah, these are 6 things that Leche, Dolce, and Malley wanted you to know. Leche, favorite snack?
Breathing hard.
She is kind of breathing hard.
She was like,
You have heart failure?
"Hey, Leche, we're gonna say bye. Bye."